Hey everyone, we're back on Escape from Tarkov, doing another couple guides. So we have Gunsmith Part 1 should now be unlocked, I believe, yeah. So, Gunsmith Part 1, you're gonna need an MP133, which you actually cannot get all these parts yet. So Gunsmith 1, we're gonna skip over and just don't worry about it for now. If you find the parts in raid, which we'll see if we do or not, then you can do it that way. But it's much easier to do once you have the trader unlocked. You're going to want to unlock Jaeger first. So, Gunsmith Part 1, if we find the parts, that's awesome. If we don't worry about it. So we have Supplier, where you need to get Pause and a Module 3M armor. So that would be within Skier, is where Supplier comes from. Right, I just passed it. Here we go. So you need to find the 3M body armor and the Taz shotgun. Not too hard to do at all. You can find these literally anywhere on any scav. And then Debut from Prapor, he wants the MP 133 shotguns. He wants 2 of them. You can get them from Jaeger, which is what I was just saying, don't worry about. But if I remember correctly, you should be getting Introduction. Yeah, you have Introduction. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. To get Gunsmith 1 done, and this other one done, all at the same time. And then you also have Shortage, where you have to find Sallows. We need to go get Jaeger, so you're gonna want to go to Woods. It would be nice to go night on Woods. There's 2 reasons why you wouldn't, though. 1, you don't have night vision. And 2, there could be cultists. That's what I was gonna say. So we're just gonna go day. You would not enable practice mode. Alright. So we spawned. There's a lot of different places you could spawn. If you happen to spawn here next to this truck and whatnot, it's not a great spawn, because right up ahead, right over this little hill, there's a little checkpoint, and scavs and PMCs love to be around that checkpoint. What I'd say is go to this rock over here to the left, from that rock. Do not go that way, down that road. There's landmines. You'll blow up and die. Just stick near the checkpoint, but out in the... further out in the woods. And hopefully you don't get targeted. There's a rock there. You want to stick a little off to the left from it. Making it a little hard to talk. Okay, so you want to go up to these rocks. I'm sure that I have this full. No, you can climb these rocks. You don't have to. It'll keep you a little extra safe. You want to go down through here. So basically we're going over to the giant mountain. We're not gonna kill Sniper Scav, we don't really have any need to. He's not a problem. Shouldn't be, at least. With the way I'm going. So you come over here, you come up this other hill. And we're gonna stick to the right path. You can go around to the left if you wanted. But there's no need for that. Alright, I was just checking something. Prapor normally has another quest, or task, that normally I'd be doing at the same time. But we're not level 5. I don't think you'd be level 5. If you are level 5, instead of, once you get to this road with this truck, on the crossroad, instead of going the way that I'm gonna be going, you would head down this road and take the first right you can. Head down that way, and you'll find a convoy. And all you do is walk into that convoy, and walk out. We'll do that task in a video. Probably not this one. I'm gonna see how many I can get throughout this video. I don't want it to be too long. I want it to be short. 20 minutes. Kind of like the last one. If I can get it there. With all that we have to do in this one, I don't know if that's possible. Since, you know, we gotta get some shotguns and armor. Now, actually, the good thing about going this way is that once you come up here, you turn off right here, and sometimes I am pretty sure I've seen the 3M armor spawn here. The white body armor is what you'd be looking for. It's not there this time. That's fine. Now you keep moving up this hill. There's some loot, you can loot that. There's oftentimes ammo that just spawns on the top of here. Possibly weapon parts, but I think I've almost seen ammo. Now, coming right down here, there's more loot over there. If you want to loot that. And I'll show you what I normally do. So normally I'd loot this, right? And that. And Sniper Scav likes to be right over there. I don't see him this time. But I'd normally shoot him from here. Oh, there he is. I'd normally just take him out from over here. Right? We had no need to do that, obviously, because he's not going to be a problem. And then if you come down here, now you're always, pretty much always going to break your legs doing this. So if you don't have a Grizzly, or a Serve 12, or like Splints, I would advise not doing this. But I just wanted to show that you can. If you hold S while coming down that, and then you land there and then come here, you can get down here real fast. And this is normally how you get to Sniper Scav. I didn't break my legs, and I have no idea why. Normally you do. You can loot this area right here. And then you want to stay along this edge right here. And you climb up here. And you just get to the top here. Now, there's loot in here. You can loot this. I think there can be another crate right there. And then you can obviously come down in here. Why is this brighter than normal? I think my brightness got turned up or something. So normally this is pretty dark. There can be treasure spawns here. And a weapons box. But there was not either of those things. And then obviously you can walk right up there and then go up to Sniper Scav and loot him if he didn't fall off the cliff. Normally he has a meme gun, but sometimes he has something nice, like an SV98 or something. Now we run down here from that rock. If I was to go the other way and not go over there, we would just come down the side of the cliff from where we shot Sniper Scav, which would have been like behind us. You'd basically walk down, you'd come out of somewhere over there, and then you'd take a right. Immediately, and head over here. Now you need to be careful. It went smooth for me coming down from there and whatnot. Over in this whole area, off to the right here, kind of where we just came from, there could be PMCs or scavs that like to walk around in this area. so you need to be extra careful. Fighting them in this zone sucks. Because obviously there's a lot of trees and bushes, and they will shoot you through them. It's not fun. But you come down here to where this plane is crashed. If you look for loose loot, like just walking around over here, there's sometimes you can find graphics cards. You can find food like that. Or just other items. So it's always good to just scan the floor as you're walking. I don't think you can find anything inside there. I don't think I ever have, but maybe. Now you come over here to this little hunting stand, and it should be right here is where you should find it. It's a letter that you want. You pick that up for Jaeger. Sometimes there's like a duffel bag you can loot. That wasn't this time. Now, from here, I normally don't like to mess around and kill scabs when I'm doing these tasks. We're gonna just go off to the left here, because our extract should be Northern UN and RUAF gate and all that. UN lock. So that down there is a UN camp, I believe. It's full of scavs and PMCs. You can go past it, like go through it and loot it. There is sometimes an extract past it, but that's only active if the green flare is there, and obviously we can't really see it because it's really foggy. I like to stay off to the left here. This area is very dangerous too, but if you follow exactly where I go, you should be okay, relatively. So I like to come down to where I see that tank, slide down here. Always look off to the left just to make sure no one's there. I run up near the tank, and I basically want to go over to this rock. I walk along the rock. Now, it's important to know if you have outskirts, it's across the lake. The lake is past the UN place. Across from there, and then to the it's a road that's going to the left, and you just follow that road until you get to a truck, which is the extract. So here you have to run through the open for a little tiny bit. I try to check and scan both ways as I'm running. Take cover here. I'm sure when I go do the other craft work quest, then I'll be able to show you the outskirts extraction. If you guys wanted like extraction guides specifically, I could do that too. But I like to stay along this wall back here as I'm going. Always make sure you have cover near you. That's always what you want to do. You want to look and make sure, like, okay, what can I use for cover if I need to? This ditch, I could lay in this ditch, right? That big tree, I could hide behind the big tree. That ditch, I could hide there. I normally don't like using all my stamina. I try to keep some, so in case I get in a gunfight, I can take cover as fast as possible. But this is the extract, UN roadblock, so we're going to use that. This is all circumstantial because of our extracts that we got in early spawn. So that's how we do that task, right? And then you'd have a Jaeger. We didn't even have to fight anyone. It was just pure and simple. That might be completely different from you, especially depending on where you spawn. The only real, like, landmarks for woods that I can give is The big giant mountain with the sniper scav. That's essentially the middle of the map. And then the lake and the UN base. Those are like 3 things I can give. The lake has the sawmill next to it. I would not advise going through the sawmill at any point. But yeah, you should have Jaeger now. And if we go to Jaeger level 1, we can buy the shotgun we needed. It was the 133 shotgun, right? Now, you're gonna want to get 3 of these. You're gonna want 2 for the task. For prep war. Because you can just buy these and turn them in. They don't have to be found in raid. And then for the gunsmith, you need... So here are the parts you need. Now, I do suggest you can use my guide for this. But okay, you want to right click it, edit preset, but I do suggest just looking gunsmith up on the wiki. So that's what I use. So we need the plastic pistol grip from Jaeger level 1. Easy. What you do is you just go to the stock, you put it on. Next, we need a barter from mechanic. We'll get to that in a second. And then the Instar blue laser. So you want to put this on here. This mount. Actually, wait. If we have the thing that we need to barter for, which would be the handguard, it'd be this. Okay, so yeah, it has rails. So you'd put the blue laser on this. Where is it? Why am I not able to find what I'm looking for here? Oh, it's the TBL, sorry. I'm so not used to using it, that's why. So you put the TBL on here, and bam, you're gonna be done, right? You'd go buy parts. I can buy them because I have Jaeger max rep. You would not be able to buy this stock. Now, I'm gonna do it the way that you have to. See, we're gonna buy these 2. Forget about the stock, right? Assemble, click ignore. Go back out of it. Now you wanna go to mechanic. So it's gonna be a barter. You find the stock in here. Or the foregrip, sorry. Where is it? Is it this? I think it's this one, yeah. So you need the hard drive. Computers that you'd be looting in ground 0 and whatnot. Easy to come by. You get this. You just slap it on. Just throw it on there. Bam. Gunsmith should be done for you. That's gunsmith 1. Easy. You turn these 2 into prep war. That'd be a debut half done. You have to kill 5 scavs. And then we have shortage, which we need sallows. Now, okay, so we've completed introduction and gunsmith 1. Half of debut and none of supply area. So we need a Taz. Now you can get that while doing debut, while you're killing the 5 scavs that you need to kill. Now where I would suggest doing this, that's a tricky one. Normally I'd be like, oh yeah, factory, easy. Not in PvE. There's too many PMCs. There's Tagilla and a ton of scavs. It's not worth going factory for this. The fact that we need to find sallows at the same time as well. I would suggest going I'd suggest going shoreline. Now, reason being, you can get sallows pretty easily here. You definitely can get the scav kills that you need. Now, this does have a boss on it, which can be pretty bad. Enable practice mode. You don't have to do that, that's just me. Okay, now we're gonna go here. And what we're looking for, again, is the 3M body armor, the Taz, and some sallows. Alright, so now that we're in here, okay, we spawned in a decent spot. So if you spawn here and you see that bridge over there, for one, don't go down there. It could be mines, I don't know. There's a road straight ahead. Oops. Now, the extracts are pretty easy, simple on this map, right? So if I open mine, I have Path to Lighthouse and Tunnel, right? I have other ones, obviously, Pure Boat. I wouldn't suggest those. So this one would be Road to Customs up there. That's the side we spawned on. Now, this map is pretty simple. If I follow this road, it goes all the way down the shore to Tunnel. The Tunnel's on one side of the map, Road to Customs is on the other. Real simple. That main road I was talking about has a lot of scavs on it. We're probably going to use it to get some kills. But for now, we're going to head over here. Or, actually, okay, honestly, we're going to follow this railway to the left, towards the main road. Now, I was going to go to Resort instantly, right, to get the sallows and maybe some scav kills. But if you can get the scav kills down here in this, there's going to be a specific spot that I like to take these scavs out at. Obviously, you're not going to have a vector. I mean, if you do, that's awesome. If you don't, use any gun you're comfortable with. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll see when we actually get there. You just keep heading straight from where I was going. Okay, so we're practically here. I popped a stim just to get here faster. Always have your medical items bound by a number, by the way. I didn't have mine. I also keep food and water on me. You don't have to, but I do. So this blue fenced area with the crane, you will find scavs here a lot. It's super foggy, which is the absolute worst. Be very careful coming in here, but I like entering like around here. And then I stay kind of along here. Always check around objects. Sometimes I'll peek out here just to, if I missed a scav, I didn't. There might not even be any in here for all I know. If there's not, that's just unfortunate. Don't worry too much about it. It seems like there's not. There is good loot in here sometimes. Mainly, there might be some in here as well. No, this one has nothing. So mainly once you get down here to these fences, on the opposite side, these boxes right here have really good loot sometimes. I think because I'm in offline, they're not going to have that great of stuff, like tech tape. That's pretty good. So anyway, I stop normally about right here. And then head back towards Resort. You can go down to Pure, but there's mostly just PMCs there, and it's not worth it. Unless you're specifically going for that extract. Now, I wouldn't go up to this radio tower building either. Reason being, 3 very annoying bosses can be there. The goons. One of them is a sniper. 2 of them rush you down, and one of those 2 have a grenade launcher most of the time. So they're not the best to fight. I normally just avoid it by going around it. Even this might be too close, they might catch on to you, I don't know. This is just the route I'm gonna take. I'll see you when we get to the resort. Or, well, maybe I'll just record this. I'll keep recording. I won't cut this. We'll just head over here. We just keep kind of going straight. And then, once you get about here, don't worry about my screen, that's just the stim After Effects. It was just a stim that gave me extra stamina. But that's it. Once you get to, like, right here, you want to follow this off to the left. I can already tell this one's going to be a little bit longer than the previous one. I mean, I guess I could cut into 2 different videos, and then... Nah. Alright. So... I normally do not like approaching from this side. Just because there's not a lot of cover, but that's what we're gonna do. So, you wanna go over here. And then right up to the left here. Remember, always have cover near you. Try to always keep stamina. I obviously have not been. Just because I'm trying to guide through the map. If I was playing normally, I'd be going a little bit slower. But this is the resort. We just wanna... So normally there's PMCs that can be right here. If you have any nades, I would suggest before you even walk up to that gate, or even in the sight lines of up there, like right about in this area, I would throw some nades over there. Listen, you hear like English or Russian, there's normally PMCs here, so you gotta be extra careful. And if you come in here, there's some jackets that you can search that might have some good stuff. Those cigarettes you're gonna need on a task later. If you find cigarettes, grab them. But next, I normally climb up here. Normally I don't even check if there's people, I just come try to get in as fast as possible. And then once you're in here, if you come right across the doorway, there is a computer. And sometimes multiple med bags. So these would be good to take, right? There could be a med bag right there. There could be one, I think, right here or on the bed. Or maybe even one out here. I don't fully remember all the spawns. It's just good to check those areas. And then next you kind of want to just go through here and start checking all these rooms. Because we're looking for the sallows. I think there can sometimes be stuff in this box. Normally, whenever I see one of these, I always check it. Check in here on this table. Don't know if stuff spawned in here a whole lot. There's a weapon box there, obviously. Not quite what we're looking for. If you come over here, there's some stuff sometimes, I think. Now there's a hole in the floor here. And normally underneath you when you come in here, there's PMCs in the hallway or something. So I would try to stick to the top floors and just kind of search any room you can open. Just kind of look around. You should be able to find medical supplies. There's also a jacket here. Sometimes, it's probably not always there. You can find keys and stuff in jackets that are very useful. So, then you go up to the 3rd floor, obviously, you can search that. There's a marked, like, cultist room here. It can have treasure, so it's good to search. This guy can have stuff on him. He had some milk, we're just gonna drink that. Okay, no, what I was gonna do, or say, is if you're not finding any up here, you could go down to the 1st floor here. Always check for PMCs. Even check in this room, right in this corner. There's loose loot there. You're most likely gonna find the sallow that you need, like, in the bottom rooms, I believe. Like, we found a cat there. Here's one of the med bags I was talking about. Splint, some soap. I think you need soap for the hideout. I don't fully remember. I normally kind of just look for med bags, but you can find loose medical items as well. The next wing over might be better for finding a lot more loose medical items. So this room is a boss's room. You can't go in here unless you have the key from him. There can be really good stuff in there. But for now, don't worry about it. Yeah, see, we're not finding much on this wing. Now, I would normally... This is where you need to be very careful. They will shoot you through the glass and everything. They will come in here. But they won't do, really, ever. It is possible for them to do it, but they normally don't ever come up here. This is the only staircase they can use to come up here, as far as I know. Sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't, but what I was gonna say is you want to run across this... You don't even want to run across it most of the time. Most of the time you want to crawl over here. I normally crawl across this. I'm only running because there hasn't been much activity here. I don't know why. Be careful of the hole in the ground there. I mean, you'd be crawling, so you wouldn't have to worry about it too much. Now, normally when I'm on this side, obviously you can search any rooms up here. But we're going to come down to the 1st floor and search these ones. This is where you have to be very, very careful. The boss can be here, or just a bunch of scabs or BMCs. So just be careful of those. And then I like to search all these rooms, because they might have what we're looking for. You might have to do a couple runs to get some sallows from here, but it's probably one of the better places for you to search for them. This is a good room, I think. I think because I'm doing, like, offline mode, it kind of nerfs the loot a little bit, because normally I find a lot more medical bags and whatnot. Yeah, my thing's looking a little nerfed. Okay, anyway. So once you get to where this light is, right, because we have the opposite end of the map to go to, this is where you would come in if you had this side of the map. So normally, we would come up from, like, right over there, and then you just run in on this side. But we're gonna just try to get out of here now. I'm gonna try to escort you safely through the... Okay. Yeah. So, what I was gonna say is, coming down from here, not a good choice. What you'd want to do is, instead of going where I was going, let me run up here and show you. So that's the hole that we just came through, right over there. You'd basically just come over here more to the right. And head down this way. There can be some scavs out that way. I don't really worry about them too much. Unless they're like right here. Just run a little to the left like I was kind of going for. I don't really want to have to fight those guys, but they are over there, obviously. I want to stay along that wall. You should be relatively safe here. We're gonna just keep walking, running out of stamina. So to get those items, you might have to run the resort just a bit, you know, depending on RNG. And obviously you can find them on any other map as well. It's just, I think this would be the best one to get them quickly. Okay, so you want to go over to this tower. Now, right here is where you can make a choice. If you have tunnel and path to shoreline, or I mean lighthouse, sorry. We are on shoreline. You would go to path to lighthouse. Basically, you head towards those trees over there. And you just head off out into like an open area over there. And you'll hit your extra. Instead, we're gonna go to tunnel, and I'm gonna show you the way I take the tunnel. So, try to stay with me in your own game. I kind of cut through this little forest here. Oh, I was gonna say, there can be a lot of scavs over to the right over there when you try to go to the path to the lighthouse, so be very careful. If you've seen in my VODs, I have been attacked trying to do that, so. My VODs are another good way for you to, like, learn things, where stuff is. Other tactics and whatnot. They're also just a good time, so I suggest checking them out. I hope that this video was a little more informative than it seems. A lot of the stuff that we're trying to do, kind of RNG, and I mean just killing scavs and loading them. But we got two good ones out of the way. We got Jaeger and Gunsmith. The 3M armor, yeah, you just gotta kill them with scavs. The Salos, you gotta run resort a little bit. You can find them in any other medical spawn, any other map as well. But again, I think this might be the fastest way. This village, by the way, I normally would not walk through this. I'd kind of stay next to the outer houses right over there and go along the fence of them. And then come up through that little forest area and head over the hill. I normally would not do what I just did. I wasn't even thinking walking through there. Now, over here you need to be careful because there is scavs that like to sit up on this ridge. That's another reason why I would not head the way I just did. I was too busy in my thoughts. But yeah, you just run over here. This is tunnel, this is where you extract. Always be careful, because there can be like 1 or 2 scavs right here. This has medical spawns in it. That one I think also has medical spawns. You can check this trunk. Be careful of PMCs that like to be right here down on this beach. You shouldn't even have to worry about them. And then you can also come over here. This is the safer spot to extract for tunnel. And then you're out. I mean, that's it. We haven't really even got a chance to kill many scavs. I'm sorry for that. The video's getting a little too long, so I'm gonna have to just cut it how it is. Yeah, I mean, thanks for watching. Remember to leave a comment or whatnot below. hit the notification bell so you always stay up to date on videos I release, and maybe when I'm live. Check out the VODs, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, and like the video if you want. If you like it, hit the dislike if you don't like it. You know, I don't mind either way. Any support is good. So see you next time.